Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about the latest episode of SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B. That is episode 4. The episode opens up with brief footage of all the girls doing different things. The first one is Coko and Taj together working out. They are, at this point, they're the closest that they've ever been in their friendship, because it seems like back in the day Coko had a little bit of an attitude problem, but now it's different. Now they're more mature. They talk about the debacle that went down with Xscape. They have worked with so many other girl groups before, and they have never ever felt so disrespected as they did with Xscape. So they have decided that, you know what, if it's not going to be co-headlining, then we're not going to be doing it. Next up is LeLee, who is working on some sort of like erotic book. One of like the SWV managers comes over to her house and she reads him a little piece of it out loud. It's a little bit too much for me. It's sounding like one of those fanfics that those people write. But you know what? There's something for everyone. I will not be buying the book, but I hope she gets enough books sold. They also talk about the issues that the groups had. And the thing is that they really want to do the show. And because it would be epic, it would be historic. But they just need to rise above the pettiness. Another day goes by and Taj and Tamika go out for lunch. They are both like the type of people who are just really cool, who like can get along with anyone. So imagine both of them together. It's great seeing them. They start to plan out some wardrobe, just bringing up ideas on what the show could be. Tamika has such big visions and wants something amazing, from the outfits to the stage to all the little details. Okay, so now we have yet again another meeting with both groups. Tamika brings with her a guy named Steve who's going to be helping with the visuals and all of that. Tamika is about to explain her ideas and what she's come up with, but Coko addresses the elephant in the room, so she interrupts her and says, have y'all figured out if you're co-headlining or you're headlining or what's going on? Kandi is trying to play dumb, saying that she'll do whatever the group wanted. So LaTocha speaks up and says, you know what, enough of the BS, we're co-headlining, and that's the end of it. So this makes SWV happy, but Kandi is like furious inside, and you can see it. LaTocha, though, is also feeling a certain type of way that Tamika is taking over the creativity department, because she's always the one that does that. But she says that, you know what, she threw away the sisterhood so she can throw away this as well. Ouch. But then, this is what I don't like, kind of showing you the true colors. Kandi is dying of laughter seeing LaTocha upset. Now, why would you laugh seeing somebody upset? But Tamika also wants to bring horses into the show. That's hilarious. But I do love seeing Tamika's passion behind all of this. So it looks like things are now on a good track for the show. The next scene is Kandi at the studio, and Coko goes over with her son, who has presented an interest in music recently. Then LaTocha comes as well, because the three of them, Kandi, Tasha, and Coko, are going to be in charge of the set list. The set list is the order on which the songs are going to be played. And I can definitely see how that can cause problems, because everybody has different opinions on what song should be played when. I will say, though, that when you're not even willing to work with someone, it does make it harder. LaTocha was being really annoying, being sort of catty. Like, I was just like, get over it, Tasha, just work with them. But they do need to figure this out, because a good show needs to start with a hit and end with a hit. And, it's got to make people not want to go to sleep. Moving along, Tamika and Taj will be working together with the creative director. So they're going over, seeing the blueprints of what the stage is going to be looking like. They are looking at something that's going to be probably over $200,000. And unfortunately for Tamika, it looks like there won't be any horses. Then you guys, Kandi films a scene with Don Juan. She's complaining on how Tasha behaved in the meeting, which is fair. I get why she would want to, say how she felt. But like, for her to bring one of her employees, for him to kind of say what she feels, I don't know why he keeps coming on the screen. He was all activated and trying to check Tasha and she's this and she's that. In the words of Portia, he was trying to get some camera time. But what I did get from that scene is that Tasha and Kandi ain't never going to be friends. They're never going to get along. It's pretty much written in stone. So then Taj and Coko and her son go shopping. I am loving the dynamic that SWV has. Like, it's really like a family, and Taj is like a really cool aunt. So Coko brings up that her son doesn't want to go to college anymore, that he wants to drop out. So Taj, like I said, in the aunt mode, tells him that you can have both, just like Meg Thee Stallion. You can be a singer, be successful, but still have school. But he says that he was going through a lot of mental health issues while being at school, and I get it. I'm a junior at my university. It ain't fun to be reading, writing, doing all that homework. But Taj explains you always need a plan to fall back on because the entertainment world is never guaranteed for anyone. So hopefully some of these things that everybody's telling him is going to make him realize that it's going to be hard, but he needs to get it done. We move on to Xscape rehearsal. Guess who's not there? LaTocha Scott. Now this rehearsal is important because they're going to have a small show coming up real soon. Tamika says that she hasn't spoken to her, but meanwhile LaTocha is at home with her husband Rocky. They are talking about finalizing the record deal with the label. So they're kind of celebrating. She wants to make music with true inspiration and meaning, so she's going back to her roots, which is gospel. But what does that mean for the future of Xscape? But going back to the rehearsal, they're rehearsing the song Understanding, which is a pretty great song, but they're all still waiting on LaTocha. But they kind of just figured that she's not coming. So Kandy is livid. So they're saying, how are they going to do the show? Is LaTocha even going to come to the show? And the manager says she probably is, but y'all are going to have to like check her mic or something because she's not coming to do the sound checks. So Kandy is furious, and she says that she feels like LaTocha thinks that she has the right to do whatever the hell she wants and that none of them tell her not to do so. She even says that LaTocha's acting like Gladys Knight and that they're the pimps. And Tamika feels like she should defend LaTocha, but she says that this new Tamika is focused on business, so she didn't say anything. Back at home, LaTocha signs on the dotted line for her solo project. I'm not gonna lie, the division and the dysfunction with the group actually it made me a little bit sad this episode. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the songs they were playing or how those scenes were shot. But it's kind of sad because it looks like they're always going to be having these problems. Like they really do be stemming from the 90s. And I'm like, dang, like they really can't get over that. But that was the end of the episode, you guys. It looks like we only have 2 more episodes because this was like a very short show. But there's talks about there maybe being a season 2 because of how popular it's been. So I can't wait to see what's going to be happening in the next upcoming episodes. But what did you guys think about this episode? What did y'all think about all the women and all the things that they did? Just let me know your overall thoughts, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. And I'll catch you guys next time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and y'all have a great one. Bye.